Yo, this lesson is an introduction to rock guitar players and how to play fusion and jazz using a very familiar tool, and difficult to get more familiar than the minor pentatonic scale. So basically what I'm going to show you today is how, using this scale, you can play over different type of chords and really add color to them and make them sound more interesting. So let's start with a minor 7 type of chords. So we can start with A minor 7. And the first thing we need to know is the context of these chords. So usually in jazz this acts like a minor second, so it's on the Dorian scale. We're not going to get too much into the modes, but basically this A minor 7 is going to build with the notes from G major scale. So the second thing is that, so being G major scale being the parent major key, let's check which other chords are on this scale. Basically we're going to harmonize the scale. So we have a G major 7, A minor 7, as we just saw. We have a B minor 7, C major 7, D7, E minor 7, F sharp half diminished, and back to G major 7. So as you can see on this scale, you have 3 minor chords: A minor, B minor, and E minor. This means that from each one of these minor chords you can play the minor pentatonic. So A minor being part of G major scale, it's all in contest. So it means you can play A minor pentatonic over A minor, which will be the first choice for most of the rock guitar players. But also you could play B minor and E minor. I'm just going to demonstrate one of them, then you can make the same kind of analysis for the other minor pentatonic. So the one I'm going to use is the B minor pentatonic over A minor 7 chord. Alright, so how is this going to sound? Let's check it out. So the first note, B, it's a 9 of A. So playing B, you're going to imply a minor 9 chord. Alright, next note is a D, which is a 4, so 11 of A. So playing this note over A minor 7 is going to imply a minor 11 chords. Then we have E, which is a 5th of A. And next one is F sharp, which comparing to A, it's a 6. So you're going to imply A minor 6. And after we have the root A. So I'm going to demonstrate a little bit how this sounds, but I guess you can already see that with the minor pentatonic, which we are all familiar with, we can make the chords sound more jazzy and more fusion, like adding some different colors. So I'm just going to improvise a little bit over A minor 7 using the B minor pentatonic scale. Alright, moving on to major 7 type of chords. To simplify it, let's stay on the G major scale, and as we harmonized it before, we saw there's a C major chord, C major 7. And this is a Lydian, based on the Lydian mode. Again, so over this chord, we can play any of the minor pentatonics we saw that are inside the G major scale. So we could play a A minor pentatonic, a B minor pentatonic, and a E minor pentatonic over C. So when usually I would say pentatonic, by default it's minor pentatonic, as it's most used. Alright, so the one I'm going to choose is a B minor pentatonic. And you're going to see the reason right now. Let's analyze the intervals. So starting on the B, we have the major 7 of C. So the first note you already imply the major 7. And then next note we have the 9. So you imply a C major 9. So as you can see, with the two first notes, you're already adding some nice colors to the chord. And then we have a E, which is a major 3rd. And then next, we have a F sharp, which is a sharp 11 or sharp 4th. Gives that really Lydian sound over C. And then finally we have A, which is the 6. Giving that C major 6 kind of sound. As you can see, B minor pentatonic adds all these really nice colors to the major 7 type of chords. So basically when you have a C major 7 chord, you can start with a minor pentatonic starting on the major 7. In this case we have C major 7, we start on the B minor pentatonic. Again, I'm going to demonstrate a little bit like I did before for the minor chords, so you can really hear all these intervals sound over C, what kind of colors it gives them. Next family of chords I want to talk about is the 7 chords, dominant 7 chords. Let's keep on a G major as a parent major key. And as you remember, as we harmonize the scale, we have a D 7 chords. And as you can guess by now, we can use A minor pentatonic, B minor pentatonic, and E minor pentatonic over these chords, as they all relate to the parent major key. So the scale I'm going to choose is A minor pentatonic, and now let's check the intervals, how they relate to the D7 chord. So first we have A, which is the 5th of D. Then we have C, it's a minor 7. Then we have D, the root. Next note will be a E, which is the 9th. And then we have a G, which is 11th. And back to the 5th. So as you can see, you can already superimpose these kind of chords, a D9 and a D11, using the A minor pentatonic scale over a D. So basically, if you have a dominant 7 chords, you can use the minor pentatonic built on the 5th. Again, I'm going to demonstrate a little bit. I'm going to just improvise a bit over D7 chords using A minor pentatonic.